Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here as we explore some of the latest innovations in study designs. Today's focus is on newer study designs, specifically the basket and umbrella trial designs. Over the next few slides, we'll look at what these designs are, how they differ from traditional approaches, and why they're gaining popularity in research. So let's get started. Let's talk about basket trials, which are often called the one-size-fits-many approach to targeting mutations. In a basket trial, the basket refers to a specific genetic mutation, like BRAF, HER2, or KRAS. Instead of focusing on where the cancer started, we gather patients who share that mutation, regardless of the tumor's origin. The core idea here is that if a drug can target a mutation, say BRAF, in melanoma, there's a good chance it could work against the same mutation in lung or colon cancers. It's based on the theory that the mutation itself is what drives the cancer, no matter where it appears. One major advantage of this approach is its efficiency, especially when dealing with rare mutations. For example, if only 1% of lung cancer patients have a particular marker, it can be very challenging to recruit enough people for a traditional, tumor-specific trial. But by basketing those patients together with similar patients from colon or breast cancer who also have that mutation, suddenly, the trial becomes much more feasible. So, in essence, basket trials allow us to broaden our reach and accelerate the development of targeted therapies, especially for those rare mutations that might otherwise be overlooked. This approach truly exemplifies personalized medicine at its best. Let's talk about umbrella trials, which I like to think of as a personalized menu for one disease. The idea is that within a single disease, like non-small cell lung cancer, we can screen patients for many different biomarkers. Based on their specific profile, we then assign them to the treatment arm that best matches their genetic makeup. The core theory here is that lung cancer isn't just one single disease. It's actually made up of a dozen different genetic variations. So, giving every patient the same chemotherapy isn't very efficient or effective. The big advantage of this approach is that patients are more likely to receive a drug that truly targets their particular version of the disease. And if a patient doesn't have any of the relevant markers, they usually go into what we call a standard of care arm, receiving the usual treatment. Overall, umbrella trials help us move toward more personalized, targeted treatments, which is a key part of the broader shift in cancer therapy. Let's take a closer look at the differences between basket trials and umbrella trials, starting with the primary focus. In basket trials, the main idea is to target a specific mutation that might be present across different types of cancers. In contrast, umbrella trials focus on a single disease or organ, like lung or breast cancer, and then look for different subtypes within that disease. Now, regarding the hook, this is what makes each trial type unique. Basket trials test one drug across many different cancers that share that mutation, kind of like seeing if one treatment can work regardless of where the cancer is located. Umbrella trials, on the other hand, compare many drugs within a single cancer type to find the best fit for each subtype. The goal also differs. Basket trials aim to determine whether a drug is histology independent, meaning it could work across various cancer types that share the same mutation. It's about finding a universal approach. Umbrella trials, however, are focused on pinpointing the most effective drug for specific subtypes within a single disease, tailoring treatment more precisely. To make this clearer, think of an analogy. A basket trial is like a store that only sells red shirts, but in every possible size, testing if that red shirt works for everyone. Meanwhile, an umbrella trial is like a store that sells shirts in every color, but only in size large, trying to find the best color for that one size. Both approaches are about precision and personalization, but they do so in different ways. Understanding these differences helps us see how each trial type advances cancer research and treatment. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your time and attention. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future updates and content. It's a simple step that can make a big difference in staying connected and informed. Once again, thank you for your support, and I look forward to seeing you next time.